Welcome to today's video. Today we're jumping in the car and exploring outside of Pua, round the Nan Province, and we'll see what we can find. Come along with us, and I'm sure we're going to see some beautiful scenery, some amazing driving roads, and some interesting stuff. I have to say, the quality of the road service on these mountain roads and mountain passes is excellent. The scenery was stunning. I mean, we were driving upwards for what felt like an hour. We were rapidly getting actually into the clouds. This was like a restaurant and viewing spot, and you couldn't see a thing, but you could just imagine what the view must have looked like when there's no clouds. We were literally inside of the clouds here. We finally cleared the clouds and came to another viewing spot. Absolutely breathtaking. The camera can never pick it up properly, but yeah, me, Dad and Payne was loving it. Got some lovely photos.
Thank Dad.
I'm so took up with this area, how green it is, how lush it is. And how amazing the roads are. If you get car sick, you probably don't want to go on these roads though, because they are quite winding roads. Certainly, if you do get car sick, you might want to take some tablets before you come. But here we are. We're just coming into, I can't pronounce it, Beauclair. It's a small town, and it's got a salt well. So they produce, I think it's something crazy, like 65 kilos of salt from this one well. It's like a water well, but the water's loaded with salt, and they use that salt for cosmetic products, like bath bombs and bath salts and all of that stuff. So we're just coming into the town here. Very sleepy little lovely town. Sun was shining. It was very hot. It was about 33 degrees. Take a look at this.
And go this
This
way.
is the well.
Be careful.
So they just keep taking it out of here, and then dry it out in pans. Weird, isn't it? And to dry it here.
อันนี้เป็นโรงต้มแต่ว่าตอนนี้เขาหยุดค่ะ
And that's what they produce.
Oh boy.
And that's it. Wow.
ตรงนี้เขาไม่มีต้มแบบนี้ค่ะตอนนี้เขาหยุดรถ
Oh wow. That's this fire pit. To dry it out. wrong, darling? What's wrong?
I think you want to go.
No, it's just a
I will
little.
find the toilet for you.
It's just a little fart.
Not little. Smell like
What?
group animals dying.
Animals dying. So after seeing the salt well, we headed to a place called, I think it's Saipan or Saipan, I don't know. But another little town. It's full of homestays, almost like a hippie type area. Beautiful scenery, but it started absolutely hammering down with rain. So we took refuge in a little restaurant. Oh, it smells amazing. Look at that. Bit hot was that, Dad? Oh wow, look at that. So we're heading back to our homestay down in Pua. The rain was gradually easing up, and then we found yet another viewing spot. Absolutely stunning. But the clouds, it almost looked heavenly. Look at this here. It's just wow. The light catching on them. I mean, I paint. I love to oil paint. If I painted that, people would say it wasn't real, you know, didn't look real. But yeah, got some nice photos up here, Dad and Peem. Yeah, what a great day we've had so far. Well, we're back after that lovely drive. It was with a little spell of rain, but we're back where we're staying. So we're staying in a little homestay here for a couple of nights. These cabins are lovely. I'll show you, it's a bit of a mess at the minute, but I can show you basically what you get. Bed, it's messy, ain't normally. Little seating area, TV with internet, Netflix, aircon, which is very good. Nice little fridge there. Bathroom, all brand new, lovely, fabulous view to wake up to. It's great, and it's just outside of Pua, main sort of centre, so 5 minutes away. It's very handy. We stayed in a hotel. It's not the same sort of freedom that you feel in a hotel as you do in like a homestay or something like that. We've really enjoyed our stay here. Checking out tomorrow. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Pua, particularly sort of Nan Province. So Peem, my girlfriend, is from this area, and I've just shown you the homestay that we're staying in. There are tons of these places everywhere you go, and you can understand why, right? It's absolutely stunning. Everywhere we've been, it's beautiful. And I said to Pim, I said, you know, why they're so cheap? I mean, this one is £17 English pounds per night. And she said, well, it's a low season, so it is cheaper. They're not as busy. That's sort of the main reason why it's so cheap. And there's so many of them. And I asked a genuine question. I said, so her brother's got a resort. Many of her friends have got resorts. And I'm like, where do they get the money from, you know, to build these things? And she said, from the bank. They get them from loans. And I said, oh, well, must have a good job, you know, to be able to afford, you know, sizable loans, I would have thought, or they must be profitable. And she said a lot of them, not wanting to be controversial, but a lot of them are not making any money. The same goes for coffee shops. There are hundreds of coffee shops done out amazing, you know, on the side of a mountain, absolutely beautiful. I'm like, oh, yeah, where did they get the money from to be able to afford to do this? And she said loans from the banks. And there's that many, they're not making any money. So at least in the low season, some of them are profitable, obviously, but vast majority of them aren't, and a vast majority of them are for sale. So I mean, some of these people have owned massive houses, some huge houses with resorts, and look at it, it's beautiful, isn't it? It really is. Sorry about my finger there. So I'm like, you know, what jobs do they do? School teacher, nurse, farmer. Not high-paying jobs in Thailand. You know, you're talking 50,000 baht. I don't know what that is in pounds, but do the maths. It's not an awful lot of money. 50,000 baht is considered a really, really good salary in Thailand. I said, so, you know, how are they sort of securing these loans? And it's many of the families and many of the people who've got it, they've inherited land in the area over generations. You know, families have handed them down, all of that. And the land gets put up as security. So I'm like, oh, right. And for me, I've only been here a little while. I go, it sounds like a land grab from the banks, because the repayments on some of these loans, I'm like, how, you know, if they're not making any money, how are they making the payments? Because obviously they're investing a lot of money in these places. You know, how are they making the payments? And she said many of them get loan on top of loan on top of loan on top of loan. And they're living off debt. Well, that's almost like a Ponzi scheme. It only lasts so long until you cannot get another loan. So I fear for the area, really. And I just hope that this area becomes more and more popular, so these people that have got hopes and dreams of having successful businesses get to the stage where they can become profitable. And that's, you know, part and parcel the reason why, put the phone down here, part and parcel the reason why I'm loving showcasing this place because it deserves to be very, very popular. You can get an hour and 5-minute flight from Bangkok to Nan Airport, and it costs you 1,000 baht, 22 quid. So if you're going to Thailand, please give this area a go. Book yourself in a homestay. Like I say, there's hundreds of them. They're beautiful. The scenery is stunning. Because I fear that they're probably... It almost reminds me of the 2008 banking crisis, where, you know, they were giving mortgages out in America to homeless people or to people that clearly couldn't make the repayments. I'm not generalising, but I'm saying there's an awful lot of people living off debt here, and I would hate for people to suffer because of banks' greed. For me, it feels like the banks are setting people up to fail. The other thing that got me was the amount of new cars on the road. You know, really expensive pickup trucks all over. You don't see an old car on the road here. Same thing, all on finance, all debt. I just thought I'd, bring that up because it's quite sad, really, isn't it? Because these people are getting loans, they've got dreams and aspirations of owning a successful business. The banks are throwing money at them, and potentially they will lose everything, including their land. And that would be a real shame. Everyone I've met in this area, everyone I've met in Thailand, to be fair, has been beautiful. You're welcomed with a massive smile. Everyone's, full of hope. And I would hate to see people get devastated because of the amount of debt that they're getting into. So if you want to help, come on holiday to Pua, Nan, and help these people out, because I think it's a disaster waiting to happen unless things sort of pick up.